Hey guys, how you doing? This is Andy here, and we're in a Vintage Daily event in round 2, and our opponent's name is Kurgan, and I have no idea what he's playing, and we fortunately have won the die roll. And this is a bit of a good hand. We've got a turn 1 Steel Hellkite, and followed up by a turn 2 Steel Hellkite with either a Wasteland or a Factory. So, I mean, it would be unfortuitous if we got Wastelanded, but sometimes you just got to go for it, right? And an unanswered Hellkite is going to finish the game off very, very quickly. So we cannot mulligan this hand. And see if our crypt gets countered. Didn't. So we'll just see what happens here. Can we get her through? See if we can jam her. Our opponent mulliganed. He does have the force. Okay. We can live with that. Hopefully he does not have an explosive hand. Wasteland, pretty good one. Okay. So we got neutered a little bit. We'll just play the Factory and pass turn. Hopefully we draw something like a Chalice or a Thorn next turn would be good. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let us attack. And let's see if we can sneak in a Crucible. Probably I should have actually cast a Crucible first, because if we get hit with a Spell Pierce here, that's pretty weak, so that could have been poorly played by us. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. So that was actually a pretty big error from us for a lousy 2-bit damage. So we could have easily played around that. And that was a pretty discouraging mistake to make. And now we're in a position where we really need to land this Steel Hellkite, or we're pretty much out of steam here. And we'll see if we get Wastelanded here, or Strip Mined. My opponent has 3 cards. I don't think we have the luxury of really not casting the Hellkite here. I think we just really do have to go for it. Like, and if it lands, we're in great shape. If it doesn't, then we're underneath our mana crypt. So we did get hit, and that's quite unfortunate. We really need to draw something here. Oh, wow. Trigon Predator. Interesting. So, guys, I think we're pretty much cooked here. I don't think we're going to get out of this one. How can we get out of this? It's going to be really hard because we're... Well, we are about to become ravaged here for sure. I don't think there's anything we can really do here. We're going to lose our mana crypt here, and we're going to be down to 3 mana, but I want to keep him off lands. He's got 2 cards, and we do have outs. Like, I mean, we've got a Phyrexian Metamorph and our couple Phyrexian Metamorphs we can copy this thing with. But the opponent definitely has done well to... I don't think that's the correct play. He should have took our mana crypt here. The damage is fine. Like if we draw Metamorph here, And we didn't. Well, we will try and attack in here. I mean, he can kill our land at will, so I don't think it's worth not trying to attack. So that's what happens sometimes, guys. We got a little bit sloppy here, and he ended up getting. I mean, he got us with a force of will. There was not much we could do about that on our first Hellkite, and then he got us with a Seal Sabotage on the second one, and we didn't play around a Spell Pierce, so a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, you never know. He's going to get my Mana Crypt here, and I mean, he may take my Thorn, I don't know, wanting to deal me more damage, but of course that would be foolhardy of him to do so. Okay, yeah, I mean, let's pass turn here and see what happens. Getting a Black Lotus is pretty good. But very painful playing against an uninhibited Trigon Predator. I am going to just keep that in hand right now. I think it's worth keeping it. If we draw a creature, we can cast it uninhibited. But I mean, essentially we need a Metamorph here, I think is what we're after. Null Rod doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, so I guess we're playing against a bug deck here. I am going to bring in a Razormane here. And maybe another Crucible of Worlds. I didn't see a lot of artifacts out of them. I mean, Null Rod's okay, but it's not great. And maybe I just take my Null Rods out of here and bring in an extra duplicant. I mean, it's high casting cost for sure, but we'll just try that and see how that goes. We'd like to play first, please. I think we keep it. It's not great. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, being able to cast a Chalice at 0 and a Chalice at 1 is pretty solid. Let's see if we can get one into play here. I guess we'll just pop one out here at 0 as well. I mean, Abrupt Decay is a thing for sure in this deck, but we're going to be able to get him with our Strip Mine here and slow him down a little bit, and hopefully putting him further under a Thorn will be good. And of course we need to draw into some Thunder here, guys, so... And a Lodestone Golem is definitely a good card to have drawn here. I think we just go for it. I mean, he might have a Force of Will here. There's definitely a possibility he does. But he didn't show it to me on my Chalices, and that can mean one of two things. He's not worried about the Chalices, or he's sandbagging it for a real threat. But let's see. Alright, that's a really powerful play getting that in. And hopefully he doesn't have another sack land here. Yeah, you see, that's pretty reasonable for us, because we're going to be able to Strip Mine that and also play another Thorn. So hopefully it's enough for us. Okay. Well, Slash Panther's a really nice draw for us here. And it's definitely going to expedite the process a lot here. So we're seeing a gush. This is what he's up to here. And I'm totally fine with that. Really fine with it, actually. Oh, he's abrupt decaying. That's what he's... No, he can't abrupt decay. Oh, nice. Okay. That is actually the incorrect way to do it, guys. We are going to have to play a... Now, we strip mined him, so we actually cannot play another land here. So that is the correct way to do things. And we're just going to have to see if we can get her through, guys. It's not perfect, but we, you know, what we really don't want to see here is a Dark Confidant. Hopefully my opponent is choked up on land a little bit. Getting our Lodestone Golem was really good. And I mean, we could very well be facing down a Trigon Predator here next turn. But Dark Confidant just, I mean, it kills our Slash Panther, right? Okay. So he's probably going for a Trigon Predator here. And Trigon Predator is very strong. Some ideal draws for us would be a Phyrexian Metamorph, another Slash Panther, which we have one of left in our deck, a Lodestone Golem, Wormcoil, Steel Hellkite. Actually, even a Wasteland is solid, but I think I'd really love to have one of two cards here, and that would either be a Slash Panther or a Lodestone Golem. And the Metamorph is fine as well. It serves the same purpose. So my opponent doesn't have a definitive plan here. He's taken a good long look. Almost assuredly we're going to put him to 6 here. But we need to draw something of impact here. And Wasteland's a really good one to draw. We are going to attack. And we're going to play a Thorn of Amnesty here. And we are going to Wasteland his... okay. So, I would say we got a little bit lucky there. Pretty happy. And now we have the toughest one because we are, of course, on the draw, and things get a lot tougher when you're on the draw against Bug. So I think we're going to have to have a pretty good draw here. Yeah, I think we keep things how we are. So this is a very mediocre hand, but I think we're going to keep it. It's contingent on hopefully not getting wastelanded and drawing into more land, preferably the workshop is what we're after here. Okay, so my opponent's had a pretty good start. Hopefully this is not a Dark Confidant. And it is. Okay, so that was not a good draw for us. Yeah, I mean, a turn 1 Dark Confidant is about one of the worst things that can happen to us. You know, he's going to be drawing through a lot of lands and whatnot. So, not really happy to see that, but that's the way it goes. And if we get wastelanded here, we're in a lot of trouble. What we're looking to have happen here is we're looking to draw a Sol land of some sort, and Workshop, of course, being the best of the lot, and not get wastelanded. Ghost Quarter. Oh boy. No, I actually thought about bringing in a basic just for that, but well, guys, that's a really good draw for us. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, we have to pass turn and just play a strip mine. I'm not going to expose my workshop here, but workshop definitely gets us back into this game. The Empiric Tutor is definitely scary here. I mean, the only way we get smoked here is if my opponent plays a Trigon here. We can't come back from a Trigon Predator, almost assuredly. And that's what he's got. Alright. Well, Black Lotus will help. We can survive with a Black Lotus here. Nope. Well, I guess we get a Slash Panther out. Slash Panther is going to cause us 2 damage. 14, he'll remove it. And next turn we can get the Hellkite out. Or do we want to play the Lodestone? Maybe we just want the Lodestone, because the Lodestone does slow him down. Not really, I mean, it doesn't really, but I think we just do that and hope that it gets through, which it will because of the form. But we have hope here. I mean, if we can stabilize for a turn with our Hellkite. Dismember, wow, okay. Dismember actually kills us pretty good here. The nice thing about Dismember is, should he choose to cast it and take damage, it puts him closer to an alpha attack. Like, I don't think anybody's expecting Slash Panther. All right, so he's holding up lands here, or counter spells. Not much we can do about that. I mean, he's holding up Dismember is what he's holding. I still say we hold this thing. I just don't think we can't really survive against the Trigon. That's the problem with a Dismember in play. Dismember is really, really bad for us. Yeah. He just kills these things right at the beginning of your draw step. We're not going to get to my draw step. That's the problem. And we don't want to alpha. We want him to take damage off his Confidant. Now, he's not attacking with the Confidant for some reason, which I find very interesting. I guess he's worried about some haste creature or something. I don't know. Why would he ever suspect I have Slash Panther? It hasn't been played in eons. Unfortunately, Dismember just kills my Hellkite. And he can just cast it. I mean, we have another one in our deck, but it's highly improbable we're going to be able to cast it. And the other cards just die. So, but I think we're just going to have to expose our Hellkite here. I mean, we can't play coy. I just have no choice. And I mean, if it gets countered, we're just dead. But the goal is here is hopefully our opponent is going to take damage off the Confidant. Yeah, so he's paying a couple life. And why he would want to do that, I don't know. Like, if he hits a Force of Will here or something. Energy Flux, wow. But this is what we want here, guys. Like, if he leaves our mana alone, and we get him low enough. So, we're now pretty much all in. So, we're going to attack with the Slash Panther. If we're able to. And hopefully he hits a Force of Will off the top. I mean, he can't, yeah, he didn't cast a creature, so. Well, I think we wasteland him. Do a couple wastelands. And we cast a Panther, right? I mean, is that just not the play? The reality is, I mean, if he's got a counterspell, there's nothing we can do here. So I'm not even actually going to do that. I'm just going to cast the... and see if we can get it in. So we did get Force of Will, so we're dead. We didn't get there, guys.